All right, greetings everybody. Good morning, or good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever time it is in your part of the galaxy. Hope you're making it a great day. I got a Hawaiian shirt on today, so hey, everything's chill. Everything's cool for me. Everything's hot in Texas. Good grief. We've been having a heat wave here. Next week is only going to be in the 90s. It's pretty impressive when people are saying like, oh, thank God it's going to be in the 90s. Ugh. Had a heat index the other day in the factory where I work of 117 degrees. That is ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, on one hand, I wish I could do something different and more to help people, but there's only so much you can do, and then at some point the work still has to be done. People have to stay hydrated, make sure people get their breaks. It's rough though. Holy cow. It is tough in Texas right now if you got to work in the heat. Don't know how the rest of y'all are feeling, how the climate is elsewhere in the world. Anybody else having some exceptional weather, or is it just just the southern United States that's got a rough summer? All right, let's check it out. We got Storm Pooper in the house. Benjamin Williams is here. David Cortese says hello. Benjamin Williams said he got his Nisa and Rex all the way to 7 stars during the event. That's some commitment. That's some serious farming right there. Nice. Good morning in your part of the galaxy. Good evening from my part, says Hydrum. Nice. Thanks, man. Okay. David says, dinged 85 as free to play 2 days ago. Expecting to be wasted on my first GAC when it starts. Yeah. Carbonite GAC is awful. Oh my God. It's terrible. There's just so many big bloated accounts of people that have like ridiculous amounts of galactic power that just don't play. And the accounts over time, I don't know why they joined GAC, right? In the account reset, when it happened, you got assigned a ranking. So let's say you got assigned to Kyber. If you just never joined GAC again, wouldn't you just always be Kyber? Like, it's not at the end of a GAC that if you haven't joined the GAC that like you get removed from GAC. So people who don't like Grand Arena should just never play. Should never even sign up for it. Don't sign up, don't play, just keep your ranking and don't play that game mode. But people have gotten in there, played, they don't play, they run their account down, and Carbonite now is just filled with all these accounts that don't do anything. And it's like you got a 50-50 chance if they are, forgetting to play, then you win. But if they don't forget to play and they click on it and they look and, they've got a 7 million galactic power account and you've got your just hit 85, 620,000 galactic power account, then they come in there and stomp you, and it's so demotivational the way the big accounts have been allowed to go down in GAC. There should be some kind of penalty box, right? When you don't play, when your account is at a certain GP and you haven't played, it shouldn't even put you in the game. It should just put you in a penalty box. And the only people that you can fight is other similar people. Even back when I played Apticio like a year and a half ago, it was already like that. It's pretty gross. I think the thing I would say is don't be demotivated by it. You don't have to earn your way out of Carbonite anymore. It's not like you can build good teams and play your way out. You just have to kind of be patient and wait to play against enough people that don't play that you get out of Carbonite. Once you get out of Carbonite, then it's at least a little bit better. And then eventually you'll be at a level where, yeah, it'll be like it is on Loquitur and Apticio. We're always playing against accounts with much higher GP because we're performing in GAC at a better level than most people of our respective galactic power. So, GAC is hard forever after. Is anybody familiar with the Peter Principle? I do a little education for y'all. If nobody's ever heard of this, it's a pretty interesting theory. It says that basically if you look across businesses and the way a typical business is run, people get promoted up to the level where they're incompetent. So let's say you start out as a worker in a factory like mine, and you're good at your job. You move up to the next level. You get to be an assistant operator. You're good at that job. You get to be an operator. You're good at that job. You get to be a team lead. You're good at that job. You get to be a supervisor. And let's say you're a mediocre supervisor. You're not great, but you do okay. So you're in that job for 14 years. And then eventually you earn your way into production management. You get to be the production superintendent or the production manager or something like that. And you get promoted past your level of competence. You were good as an operator, you're good as a team leader, you were okay as a supervisor, but now you're in a job where you're not really that good. Well, what happens is that you're not going to get promoted anymore, right? But a lot of companies don't deal with those people. Very few managers will actually say to somebody with integrity, look, you were good at your last job, you're not good at this job, I need you to take a step back and go be a supervisor again. You'll be happy, I'll be happy, the people that work for us will all be happy, but you've gone past what you can do. And most people won't have that conversation. So if you look in organizations at the management level, a lot of managers are at their level of incompetence. They got there by being good at a prior job. Somebody's a great accountant, and then you put them in charge of people, and they're not good with people. So now you have somebody who's a really good accountant who's in a job that they aren't good at and they hate. So you get promoted to your level of incompetence, and then it's hard. And sometimes it's really bad for the people around you because somebody gets promoted to supervisor, they're bad at supervisor, and then they just have to work for a bad supervisor for 11 years or something. So GAC is a bit to the same way, in Grand Arena. You are going to keep winning until you hit your level of incompetence, right? Where you win half your battles and lose half your battles, that's the level that you stay at. So the goal is simply to have a level where at least you're fighting up against people that are better than you. Right? So if I've got 5 million GP and I'm constantly fighting people with 8 million GP, at least my level of incompetence compared to my time in the game is much higher. It's a better efficiency rating. All right, let's catch up on chat over here. Morning DL. Today wraps up the bye frenzy of double drops. And move closer to 7-starring Cal and Afra's dudes. Nice. Yeah, the double drops was really unexpected and nice to have. I wish they hadn't run like the Rex and Nisa event and then right into the double drop event. That kind of prevented me from being able to take advantage of both efficiently. It was a low of 95 yesterday in Tennessee. Wow. Yeah, I know it's brutal across the whole lower half of the United States. Here in Switzerland at 6 p.m. Nice to have a stream while having dinner. Hey, the curler. Yeah, curling, nice. Iraq's 115 on a good day, says Benjamin Williams. That's true. I mean, there are parts of the world where it's like that all the time. It was cooling down today, heat wave last week, but now there's some rain. I'll be back to Tennessee for a little while next week. I'm going to need a jacket, says Benjamin Williams. That's funny. You get used to the heat in Iraq. You need a jacket when you go home. Ziggy says, I'm matched up against a 7.5 million account while I'm at 3 million. They have such a strong defense, datacrons. I just took out 1-2 and I'm hoping they won't show up. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, Nate Cromwell called it out, the Peter Principle. Promoted until you're not good enough anymore. Yep. JQ says, I hear you. My 2 GLs are almost always paired up against accounts with at least 5. Just joined. Are we discussing the Peter Principle? Yep, we are. Peter Principle rings true where I work, says Storm Pooper. Yeah, interesting. Kith Canum says, greetings all. David Cortez said, I wish I didn't farm the whole Phoenix squad on an alt account, considering CG basically gifted loads of Phoenix shards to everyone. Well, if you didn't get the gift, then you still had to farm them, right? Deal, what do you think of the Astromech pack? Lots of people are lauding it, but I don't see the big value unless you're like 10 million or higher. The Astromech pack. Okay, what's the Astromech pack? All right. Prepare for Jabba. Limited time offers. Jedi Master Kenobi. Lord Vader. Sith. Cairo. Bad Batch. Starkiller. Outlander. Ultimate Bundle. Gear Bundle. Gear Bundles. Holy man, this store is like ridiculous. Bounty Hunter Ultimate, Colonel Stark, Imperial, Probe Droid, Faction Mega Pack, it's left, almost at the beginning, man. Okay, all right, we'll go all the way back. It's 5,000 shard shop currency, you said? Ah, there it is. All right. The Astromech pack. 1 Zeta material. Okay. 5 droid brains. Okay. Gives a 45% chance of an Omega material. A 30% chance for 3 Omegas. A 20% chance for 5, or a 5% chance for 1 Omicron. Gives an equal chance to pick up either 5 droid brains or 5 keypads. Okay, so we get either this or this. We definitely get a Zeta material. Okay, so this keypad, if we were to make 5 of those, how much gear are we looking at? Okay, how much do we need for 5? Okay. So 2 is right at 17 for 2. Is that right? Now let me start at the beginning, make sure I get this right. Okay, so we're literally at 0 right here, right? Okay, 0. So 17 gets us 2. No, 27 gets us 2. 27 gets us 3. 26 gets us 2. Okay, 26 of these materials for 2. 13 times 5, 75. So 75 gear pieces at this level is worth 1750, and then half of 1750 is just call it 900. So 17 and 9 is 2600 crystals. And then the droid brains, I feel like that's like 1,500 for 5, right? Does that sound right to you guys? 1,500 for 5? Oops. I click on like the only Relic 9 character I have. Okay, let's take a look here. Droid brains. Yeah, 1,500 for 5. So if you get the droid brains, it's 1,500 crystals worth. If you get the keypads, it's 2,600 crystals worth. So would you spend 5,000 shard shop currency in exchange for 1,500 crystals? They overvalue Zetas. Zetas are pretty awful in terms of how much they think Zeta materials are worth. So the Zeta's okay, but I mean, it's 2,000 fleet currency. It's not a big deal. We kind of don't care about that. And then the middle part, you either get 1 Omega material, a 30% chance for 3 Omega materials. This is the Omega, I'm sorry. So you get a 95% chance that you get between 1 and 5 of these, and then a 5% chance. So basically, you get 3 of these, 1 of these, and then something on the top end. So I would say if you're building Relic 9, it's a good deal. Yeah, it's I would think it's a good deal. 1,500 crystals. Basically, this stuff is all like, okay, fine, whatever. If I get it, that's cool. This to me is, you know, if they offered this without the top end, that would be like, I don't know, 1,500 shard shop currency. I'd feel okay about it. So let's say these have to be worth the rest of that currency. And for me, I mean, I don't have 5,000 shard shop currency laying around, but if you did, and you need to make Relic 9 characters, this is not bad. It's not bad. What are we giving up? So 5,000 divided by 360 is 3,600, and 1,800 would be close. So you give up 15 purchases in the shard shop. So let's say 15 purchases in the shard shop would be 60. Right? It'd be 60 pieces at this level. Which I have a hard time believing that 60 of these pieces. So 50 of them carry 1,500 value. So 60 of them would be like 1,600 crystals. Yeah, so it pays for itself on the top end, right? Yeah, I mean, if you've got 5,000 laying around, it's a good deal. But if you don't actively need Relic 9s, so if you're just getting that because someday you're going to need a Relic 9, then yeah, it's again, it's opportunity cost. So are you buying Relic 9 materials for someday and giving up stuff that you could be using for account building today? So I agree with the original post. It's good for high accounts, you know, 10 million GP where you're not doing something every day with your shard shop currency. I would buy all 5 of those packs. Yep. All right. I love the 1,000 energy pack plus gear that I bought yesterday. Ziggy says, read carefully because a lot of the stuff is not guaranteed. With the 8K free character pack, I got Rose Tico. I would have preferred a repeated character, to be honest. Rose is good now, though. I mean, Rose is valuable in the team with Zori Bliss, right? Finn, Poe, Zori, Rose, Tico is pretty good. So if you need Rose, she's actually pretty good. I mean, getting a random Rose Tico, of course, is meme worthy, but yeah, if you ever plan on building Zori Bliss and making that team, then it's worth it. You're basically paying 5k shards for 1 Zeta material, and then either brains or keypads. Yep, that's the way to look at it, Guernsey. I can agree to that. You can buy 5 keypads for 1250 crystals from the shipments. I had stashed Squad Arena currency, but hadn't bothered spending, so I got enough Shard Shop currency for 5 packs with that. All right, that's cool. I bought 5 packs of these for my AdRad and got 20 droid brains. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so if you need Admiral Raddus at Relic 9 for the Profundity journey, that's a perfect example. You know, you need those materials anyway. Grabbing them this way is nice. Yep. I'm over 5 million GP and we'll have JML soon, so I bought it 5 times and I love it. Oh, that's valid. That's valid. I'm working on JML, huh? So I'm working on JML, and if I got this pack, it would help me with my JML Relic 9. All right, so it's only for the rest of today. How far off am I on currency? I feel like I spend Shard Shop currency down to nothing every day, so yeah, 602. Yeah, I don't think I have much of a chance of saving up $5,000, and I'm certainly not going to buy stuff in order to enable it. So that's cool. It's cool for the people who grab it. Yep. Nice. Lost my GAC punching up, but got lost by 4 banners. Yikes. Yeah, with double drops plus these packs, I got AdRad from Gear 10 to Relic 9 during double drops. Nice. I spent 300,000 bronzium and got about 20,000 Shard Shop currency. Took like 2 hours. I don't think I've spent mine in a while. That's how much do I have? 303,000. Yeah, okay. So maybe I need to open up bronzium packs and see if I can get. You guys are so helpful. Yeah, it's been a while. How much do I have over on the Optisio account, I wonder? Let's go take a look at the Optisio account. 233k. Yeah, that would help with the JML, because I will want JML all the way to Relic 9. And I don't think I have many Relic 9 materials in this account. Yeah, 2 keypads. What do I have for droid brains? I wonder. I feel like I'll have a few, but not very many. Just looked at that a minute ago. 6 droid brains. Yeah, so I could buy up to 3 packs and be pretty happy with that. If I can get the Shard Shop currency for it. Alright, that's cool. Use hot utils to open those packs. I don't use hot utils, guys, and there's a reason for it. For anybody who doesn't know, the terms of service do prevent you from using a third-party tool. And nobody has ever gotten an account banned for using hot utils, to my knowledge. So CG doesn't appear to enforce that rule at all. But yeah, so I just on principle, I've never used hot utils. So yeah, it's a personal choice, but that's where I'm at on it. All right, well, let's take a look at this Grand Arena. And then in between my Grand Arenas, we'll do some fleet placement, but we'll also do some discussion about a couple teams that I think most people need to think about in the current environment going forward, what we're doing, and think about maybe a way to work them into your plan. All right, my opponent is just below 9 million. Look at that, 8.966 million galactic power. 3.7 in ships, 5.2 in characters. Galactic battles won 28,000. Yikes. 7 years. Almost 7 years of playing for Dehahi. Dehahi. If I'd been playing for 7 years, I would not want to be in Rhodium 1. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I'm too competitive. If I'd been playing the game the whole time, man, if I wasn't Kyber 1, I'd be embarrassed. But, okay. All right, so we've got Profundity here. Or Executor, I'm sorry. We got the Executor showing on the main page. Do we also have a Profundity? We do not. Everything but, right? Executor, Negotiator, Malevolence, Finalizer's in the house, Raddus is in the house. Geos are gear 12. Lots of relic stuff, so he's going to have like 5 GLs, right? 6, so he's got Vader, Lord Vader, Kenobi, Luke, Rey, SLKR, Sith Eternal. So he just needs Jabba. And Leia when she comes out, of course. She's got the Grand Inquisitor. Revan is Relic 9, so it looks like they're working their way to the Leviathan. I didn't see it yet, though. Ben Solo, Relic 7. All the things. Tons of stuff. Omega Relic for the Bad Batch. Interesting. Finn, Poe, Droideka. With the Omicron. Troopers are in the house. So just a lot of requirement characters. I didn't see the Triumvirate Relic. Did I just miss them? Are they in there? So yeah, there's Treya. But Nihilus and Scion are not. So just Treya are interesting. I feel like with an account that's this developed and this many Sith, certainly these Scion, Nihilus, and Savage would be on the list of stuff to get done, but okay. Alright, what else we got here? Let's take a look at speed, see how prepared they are. Mara Jade, fastest non-galactic legend character at 326 without a speed set. Interesting. 326 no speed set. 314 with a speed set. 21, 22, 22, 15, 14. Okay. So for a 7-year-old account, pretty mediocre speed. 311 on Hux. We should have an advantage in a lot of these matchups. I'm not seeing a lot of characters that are ridiculously fast. If you put the Starkiller team somewhere, you wouldn't put that on defense though, would you? All right, let's see. Let's see what Dehaha left for us. I just rolled 27 speed on a protection primary triangle. Who could use it? Bosk. Bosk would love a protection primary triangle with massive speed. If it's appropriate for Skywalker, the Skywalker could like it too. Lord Vader, characters that convert protection to health. Protection is even more efficient to convert to health than it is to have health in the first place, oddly enough. So Lord Vader could benefit. All right, let's see what we've got here. We've got Lord Vader on defense, Relic 9. We've got Qui-Gon here. The Qui-Gon team, I think, will continue to use Raddus because that has worked for us. We've got this First Order team. We've got Grievous. Grievous on the front wall, I feel like I don't really want to Wampa that because I don't want to find that the back wall has an Iden Versio team that I can't beat. Unless you put Iden up top. Let's see, what do we got here? Kenobi. I don't have anything on offense that can beat Kenobi right now because I have my Kenobi also on defense. So I put Kenobi on D. He already beat Kenobi. He one-shotted my Kenobi team on defense. So this team probably stands. All I've got to go in here is Sith Eternal. And I get wrecked with Sith Eternal against this comp. He gets to the ult. He gets to the point where he just like ignores everything that Sith Eternal does, puts healing immunity on me, and I lose this matchup every time with Sith Eternal. I have not found a way to win it. And I don't get to my ult fast enough to get Cat and Kenobi killed off. If I could guarantee that I get Cat and Kenobi killed off, then I could potentially do that. Well, let's go through the bottom if there's not something that we need to use Sith Eternal for. We can throw him into that battle, give it a try, see how it turns out. Lord Vader, we're going to want to try the Fennec team here. See if we can get this done with Fennec. Now, y'all recommended that we do Beskar Mando in here. Now, we did it with Grief and Bosk last time, and it worked out. We can try it with Beskar this time. See if we can get it to work out. Thrawn is kind of a nuisance in here. All right. Fennec is the one that we need to be bigger, and all we got is light side garbage for the good stats. Let's see if we got armor penetration. That wouldn't be bad to have. Crit avoidance, crit damage, offense, crit chance. On the beginning of the turn, light side allies have a chance to dispel all debuffs on themselves. That could actually be useful if it hits at the right time. Been running into C's on defense with Armorer and Watt, and they decimate my off-meta counters. Bam fits perfectly in that squad. Bosk is a bad idea. Lord Zenith says, hello. Veggie Burrito says good morning to everybody. What do you think is going to be the prize for the Leia Endor event? If Thrawn fractures Bam, it's good going. Good game. Yeah, Thrawn is a nuisance in this. He will probably fracture Fennec. I think Fennec's worse, right, if he fractures Fennec? Don't need Beskar Mando if there's no Maul. So Beskar Mando is to interrupt the Maul train, and here, if Thrawn kicks Bosk, then we don't mind. So maybe Bosk is better. Maybe Bosk is better in this particular comp because you're right. There's no Maul here for us to have to interrupt, and we do want to be able to direct the kick, the Thrawn boot. C with Watt and Geo Brood Alpha can win against JMK. Use the Medpack tech instead of tank. And use Link to drop the healing immunity. I can typically delete the sides and sometimes beat JMK too. Alright, well, let's hope that we can get through this battle and get there and find out. Yeah, I think I think I like this better. I do think this works better against Throne, and we don't have Maul to deal with anyway. So we're going to go for this. Believe it or not. Like it or not. Here we go. Let's get it done. We'll get the contract right away with Fennec. Okay. Get that done. Get the taunt going on so we direct the kick. Okay. And then we just do this and get the contract, right? And then we'll do this and we'll shred armor first. We'll do this to get rid of him. Ooh, man. Look at those kicks. Come on. We're good, right? We can... You know what? We'll just spam it. We'll just spam it. We'll put Taunt up again for fun. We'll reduce his armor because we can. We'll get a kick in here. We'll spam it again. Get a kick in. Bam. Oh my goodness. 67 banners against a Relic 9 Galactic Legend. Ooh. That feels good. 67 banners with a non-GL counter. Loving it. Loving it. Loving it. Rogue One, man, I tell you, even though on this account, I don't think Profundity was the right move at the time that I did it, I gotta say, this Raddus team has continued to make me feel like whatever happened, it was a good investment. This team is just rock solid. Raddus does work. All right, we'll get this. Just got to get in there and kill Qui-Gon slowly but surely. JQ says, I dream about getting my Fennec and Grief to Relic. Fennec is crazy. Yeah, Fennec is really good. And in threes like this, she actually gets 50% to her stats because her leadership. Let's stun Anakin if we can here. Her leadership gives her extra stats, and then it's reduced for every other character in the team. And of course, in threes, you've only got 2 other characters in the team, so you keep like 50% of those stats. Let's pop the exposes here. We'll wait on the mass assist so that we can try to get a moment where Mace Windu is... oh, never mind. We're there now. Let's stun Mace. Get over here on Anakin, do the mass assist on him. Throw a grenade. And there should be another high banner win here. Stun him again. All right. All right. Looking good so far. 2 max banner wins. Do you need the Fennec Zeta for the Lord Vader counter? The Fennec Zeta. Guys, I honestly don't remember all the skills in the game that are Zetas. If you guys can remember this stuff, I mean, more power to you. That's awesome. Fennec. Making an impression. The Zeta is when an ally loses overconfident, Fennec gains 20% turn meter. I don't think I have that Zeta on Loquitur. It doesn't look like a Zeta that I would want to put on. So I'm guessing that I don't have it. I can't see my character anymore because I've used her. And I don't want to get out of GAC. We got 12 minutes and then we got to start poking around at our fleet arena payout time. Okay, so this... Let's see. We did... looks good here. Bring some damage in. Every time I get a matchup like this, I keep looking at it going, you know, how do I get through this with the least possible? I think we dropped this matchup last time we did it, and then we came back in and cleaned it up with bounty hunters. So I think I may just want to start there this time. Yeah, let's look for something with... it's got a bunch of defense on it. We'll take the defense. It's I mean, it's not a it's got relics on it, but it's not a team that I'm going to use somewhere else, really. I've still got the Sith Triumvirate that I can use Nihilus somewhere if I need to annihilate a character. So I think we should be able to get through the matchup with this. We'll get the contract pretty fast with Aura Singh. His characters aren't that fast. We'll try to get crew under control, and then we'll try to swing around to the backside and get the First Order Executioner. Uh-oh. That's not great. I'm going to turn off this lamp over here because it's... The light bulb just burned out in my lamp. It's going crazy. It's flickering. All right, let's see. Big shot. Bam. Really didn't do that much. Okay. Got to work our way through this stun. We'll rehide. Try to get a stun over here on this guy. Okay, he did. Contract should be coming up soon. Yeah, we'll pull him in on it. If we could get rid of the taunt, that would be ideal. Don't think we're going to, though. Too many counterattacks. Taunt's gone. All right. Poof. Good stuff. He chose to do a basic attack like on the only character I had that doesn't have a debuff on, so he lost his taunt. It is so easy to keep taunt on crew, and he just gave it away. All right, 54 banners, we'll take it. I've mostly dealt with crew and the rest with Phasma, Executioner, and the Omicron Pilot. That's fair enough. There's no B1 in this comp. I feel like if you're going to put Grievous on defense, no matter what else goes in there, shouldn't there be a B1? He's just annoying to deal with, right? Like, we don't want to have to deal with B1. Okay. I think we did this team the last time. Felt pretty good about it. Or do we want Old Ben in here? Was it this team or was it Old Ben? Because we got a Jedi Knight Luke team that we can still use. And we can, I think we used it this way with Luke, Hermit, and Old Ben on one team. And then these three on the other. Do we need a datacron? I don't feel like we even need a datacron, but we've got them, so let's use them. Bunch of armor penetration. Get a kill faster. Newt B1 Django is more annoying than Grievous. B1 only heals droids though, right? Newt B1 Django. Interesting. All right, let's dance. And I'm not going to use the buffs yet because we want to have... there we go. We'll do this. Okay, Magnus down. We do have buff immunity on Revan, so let's... Well, we're running out of time to make use of this. I think we got one more turn, right? So we'll pass it around this way, clear our buffs, be able to get this up, spread around the goodies to everybody. Does that stick? Nope. Yoda will come in, teach him a lesson. A lesson in getting wrecked. Grandmaster's wreckage. Alright. Then let's see if we can get enough assists in here to somehow get banners back. Got a banner back on Bastila, that's good enough. That gets us through to the back wall, yes. And then we can see where we need Wampa and such. It looks like we need Wampa right here. There's no Wat Tambor in here, so in theory, we might be able to ramp our Wampa enough to get a kill here. Certainly willing to give it a try. There's that team, almost the same team you were talking about, right? Newt and B1, but instead of Django, they got Droideka. That is pretty annoying. We got Geos here with a Relic 7 Brood Alpha. And then we do have Iden Versio here on the back wall, but it's a Relic Iden with Gear 12 Troopers, which we can deal with. We got Kyle Katarn here with Mon Mothma. So the question is, what we could do is we could bring in Sith Eternal right here and just go for some Sith on Sith action. If we bring in our Sith Eternal just the way he is, solo against this, we should get the win. Because we'll get to our ult and he won't ever get to the ult. But we still have chances to clear that with Wampa. And if we can clear that with Wampa, we can get the front. And if we get the front, then we get ships. And it's a pretty good snowball from here. Now, my opponent did stop playing, but it doesn't necessarily mean he's done. A lot of people, you know, play this tactic. So he came in and he beat all the stuff in the first zone. He beat my JMK. He cleared this zone out. And he said, okay, fine. I cleared the zone. And then he's just going to wait and see, right? He didn't give up. He just didn't fight any battles at all yet. So it might be that if I play and it's going to be that he thinks he can win, he'll finish it out. If I full clear, he'll probably just come in and go, meh, it's not worth my time to play. So I guess we have to rely on a lazy opponent. Let's try this Sith Eternal battle with the Wampa. I really need to relicate my Wampa on this account and set him up like I got him on Opticio. The Opticio Wampa is so good. This has got a bunch of extra offense, which I like in this matchup. It's a free 17% ramping right at the start. So yeah, let's get in here and see if we can get this done. There's no healing immunity debuff, right? His middle skill. If this attack scores a critical hit, reduce the target's max health by 15%. Okay. Deal physical damage to target enemy and grant all allies potency up. Is that going to stop Wampa from working? Is he going to shred my defense or my health too fast? He's about the same speed as Wampa, right? Well, but we got to get through the tank first. 194. Steve Pemberton says yes. Mon Mothma doesn't even feel like a defense-worthy team anymore. Okay. All right. I don't think this works. I think he's going to shred through my health with this. The attack scores a critical hit. What's his crit chance? So his crit chance is 71. Okay. He has extra blah 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 for each buff on all characters. When an enemy uses an ability outside of their turn, he gains turn meter. So maybe what we need here then for this datacron is whatever has the most crit avoidance. So 11% more crit avoidance with 16% offense. We could take that and just try to avoid crits. If it doesn't work, just blame Jingle. All right, we're going to try it. We're going to try it. We gave ourselves some more chances to avoid a critical hit here. He's only got like a 60% chance to crit me. So maybe we can... Oh, there it is. He crits me instantly. All right. Yep, there you go. There's number one. Okay. Attacking out of turn here. That was a basic. We don't really care what he does with the basics. Okay, let's okay, that's a basic again. Don't care what he does with the basics. Oh man, he got another crit, so we're 30% health down already. And we can't get this tank killed. There he is. All right. Well, we're just going to go in on him. We'll ramp later. We got to get him out of here. Okay, all right. So we're 30% health down, which, you know, stinks. Priority number one, staying alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. Getting jiggy with the people on the dance floor. You guys like the remake? The Staying Alive remake? I always liked that song. Man, blanking on the name of that group that redid it. We still got purple, so we'll go ahead and ramp here. And then we'll get our purple back because we're low. Ramp. Although, I mean, we're hitting pretty hard already. I don't want to premature. Let's not get too hasty here. We'll go ahead and keep ramping. We've got 2.5 minutes left. And we're living. We're managing our protection. So even though our health has been reduced so far, we've been able to manage just with our protection. He's not hitting our health. All right. Still got purple. Now we don't have purple. Got to get the purple back. Keep on ramping. Once you've clicked that button like 20 times, man, every bit of ramp is insane. We're done ramping. We're done with the battle. 58 banners for Wampa. Okay. Better use than killing a Iden Versio team, I think. Killing a Sith Eternal team. All right. Good. So as long as we save something with big damage for that Iden team, shouldn't be a problem. So let's take a look at this JMK. We'll take in this. We'll look at this Geo Brute Alpha. Our Geo Brute Alpha is not that impressive, but still, the Brute should still soak the attack from Cat. And then we can buy some time. And you're saying use the box instead of the defense. So the med pack recovers health and protection. 5% health and protection at the start of every character's turn. Bactoid shield generator. Recover protection and dispel own buffs. So instead of the tank tech here, use the med pack so we get back health. So that's the gimmick that you've used successfully in this battle. So basically we do that. Geo Brute Alpha wastes a little bit of time, but at year 11 I don't think there's really that much he can do. He'll die pretty quickly, but then we'll end up with Sith Eternal, and we use the link whenever he puts healing immunity here. C is so pitiful without Savage and Malik. Okay. I mean, I could put Savage in here, but I don't think that's fixing anything, right? He's just going to die to Cat. All right, let's try it. Let's give it a try with this Bactoid shield generator trick. And we'll try it with getting rid of the healing immunity. All right, there we go. Can we use the link now and still make it back around to it later when we need it? I guess we'll just have to save the link until he puts healing immunity on us. Okay, let's do that. Okay, put healing immunity over there so we can immediately use the link. And we'll regenerate our link, I think, in time. Should be fine. Okay, Brute Alpha. Not much he can do. Okay. Nope. No, I'm not going to get the link. Yeah, so here's where I needed to have used the link. Yeah. Yep. Man, I mistimed that badly. We didn't get anything done here, so I'm just going to forfeit. Okay. All right. Lesson learned. I didn't think he was going to be able to put that back on me that fast. It's a 3-turn cooldown, right? He took oh, Cat must have swapped with him. Huh. Yeah, no, I messed that up. All right. Live and learn for next time. Yep. The C you fought was pitiful. Oh, man, we're not going to pick on our opponents too much, though. Okay, so we've got this. What we're going to have is Droideka with immunity, B1 hiding out, or B1 visible, Newt being annoying. What do we do here? We could do like Dash, Han, Chewie. So this gets a lot of instances of damage. His basic attack is 3 hits. So we just basically, we come in here with Han Solo. We stun. Let's stun Newt Gunray. We'll let Droideka put the defense up. We'll remove that with Chewbacca. We'll just roll through them. I don't even think we need a datacron. If you link right at the start, it'll be up by the time he gets healing immunity. I don't think it would have been. Maybe I took 2 turns with C, but it's a 6-turn cooldown, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm not sure if it would have been back up. Oh, we killed Newt. That's no good. That's not what we wanted. We didn't want to actually kill Newt. All right. Let's just do this. Stun Droideka, maybe? Do a 3-shot over there. Okay. We're through it. That's a lot of damage flying out, though. Pew, pew, pew. Alright, we got Iden Versio, we've got Geos, and we've got Mon Mothma. This team can be annoying. I feel like maybe we got troopers that we can use to kill something. We've got lots of options. Savage, I don't think Savage is good here, right? Because he'll get stunned. I don't think Savage is great in this matchup. We just need something with enough damage to kill the troopers. I mean, classic troopers beat this, right? So we can do our Imperial troopers. Let's go back, look up top, and make... We can get a 2-zone clear, plus clear a little bit. I'm hoping that because he put 3 Galactic Legends on defense, he already killed JMK. Maybe he's stuck against Jabba. So we need to clear all these teams. This team is the problem now, right? This is the issue. This is the problem child. 305 speed on Maul, nothing to trigger him. Is CLS the right move here? Or does CLS just kind of get stuck? What's the best thing to use against a Maul from what we have left? Well, let's look over here, see if we can get any suggestions on a Maul team. Troopers seem to work. Nest. Oh, wow. People are doing Enfys Nest against this team. Oh, against the version of it with Droideka. Never mind. So, not with Armor. Against the version that has Beskar. Yeah, okay, so troopers seem to be a legit option here. So let's use our troopers here. If that's a way to get through it, let's get through it that way. And we'll... Imperial Remnant. Picked the wrong thing. There we go. Let's look for a datacron. Datacron, light side stuff. Dark side. Hey, look at that. Crit damage protection. We'll take it because it says dark side on it. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Link up Dark Trooper, drop the hammer on somebody, and hope to get a kill. They're going to be spreading out the taunt, so if we don't get a kill right away, could be pretty nasty. What about this skill? Deal physical damage to all enemies and inflict daze. I don't really think that's what we want right away, so let's do this. And then let's just go all in on this armorer. That's inconvenient. Now we're stuck against Beskar. Killing my Dark Trooper. Goes in the category of not great. Yeah, we didn't get that kill right away. All right. We're doing it. Holy cow. Piet was super angry. He's like, how dare you kill my Dark Trooper? My goodness. Oh, man. That was some big damage. Piet's like, I'll just solo the rest of this team. It's all good. One-shot everybody with my basic. That was fantastic. Okay, so we got Bad Batch. Probably need a good team here. What do we think? CLS robots, maybe? Seems like this should do the trick. We'll see if we can get a good datacron here. Light side evades, light side crit damage, armor penetration, offense. It just all makes it go faster. So let's go. Let's get this done. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party finished. I need to move on to fleets. We need to go get fleet placement for the day. Let's see if we can get Echo out of here quickly. Do the area effect damage just to finish him off. And we gotta get Hunter. Recce. Hey, you think you're hiding, but you're not. Got news for you. You are not hidden to me. Alright, lots of resists here. Gotta get the translation stacking back up again. Translate this, Bad Batch. Okay, and then we got some bounty hunters here. What do we want to deal with bounty hunters? I feel like Empire might be okay. We checked his speeds right. Bosk wasn't that fast. 295. So we should be good to go here. Let's get some banners, clear that back wall, get back out to fleets. Alright, there we go. Let's see if we can stun the Dengar here. Get a little kick action on him. Alright, stun everybody. Okay, just got to control the turn meter here. Check Bosk out. Bosk is like, I'm alright. We're gonna do a basic here. Trigger that. I'm gonna work on Bosk a little bit here. Let's see if we can get the stun back on Boba Fett. Look at that control, y'all. Insane control. I don't even want to swap turn meter at this point. So let's just, do our thing. Let's give Dengar a good kick, good swift kick in the face. Throw off here. We'll restun everybody because we can. Alright. They're getting turns, y'all. It's not great. Let's go ahead and do that and get the staggers triggered. With only 2 characters up, you end up in a situation where you don't get as many debuffs, obviously, as you would have with 3 characters up. And you don't get your turn meter trained quite as clean. But we had an opportunity to take out that Boba and keep him controlled, so we did that. All right, full banners. 57. Kenobi gets to stand there. All right. Now, we got Geos. We've got Mon Mothma. So, against the Geos, we could do... What's funny is that Traya works for everything. This would be awesome if we just had like 3 Trayas. We could use her everywhere. The Iden team, I think, might be the tricky one. So let's use Jedi here. And we will just bring the heat. Throw down enough damage to crush these little troopers without calling too many assists. We'll have Grandmaster's training as an assist, but otherwise Luke should be able to kill this tank in a hurry. Alright, there we go. Take some stuns. Get some turn meter question mark? Nope. Alright, we just don't want Iden to put the resurrect on these guys yet. And there we go. It is over. It's over for Iden. Sure, we'll call Yoda. 56 banners. Alright, cost me some banners on Old Ben, but whatever, fine. Mon Mothma will use the Sith. Not a whole lot of area effect in their team, right? So, turn meter generator, whatever, fine. Just, we got to remember not to isolate, though. Donut use isolate. If we use isolate, they'll quit assisting, and we don't want that. We want them to continue to take turns and take damage on Traya's leadership, right? So we're just gonna hang in here. I should have waited on that until he had the extra trooper up, because she'll summon that extra ad right away. Alright, execute. And then they will be bringing, Mon Mothma will bring that POW back here in a second. Oh, I don't know. We increased her cooldown, so she got to do the basic this time. Alright. 57 banners. Nice. Clean. Geos. All that's left is Geos for us to deal with. Let's the Vader. Let's Moff Gideon. And I think that's it. I wouldn't mind throwing a tank in here, but Poggle and Sunfac. Yeah, I think Moff Gideon just locks them down. The Poggle is annoying, though. He's super annoying. If he gets ability block on my Vader over and over again, it's gonna be pretty. It's gonna make me sad. All right, let's use a datacron because we can, right? We've got them. So there's an offense. Let's get in there and get this done. We won't get a full clear, but we'll have cleared 2 zones and the top part pretty efficiently. So we can drain their turn meter. It doesn't drain Vader's turn meter, so we're happy with that. We'll do a force crush back here. We will hit here, and then let's try to execute that. All right, good. Hit back here. Shred his armor. And with the demoralize on, they really shouldn't have that much damage. Let's get a stun. Yeet! And that's it. 56 banners. It's fine. It's going to be fine. Save Gideon for Padme. Alright, there's no need for Padme. There's no need for any of it. We done with this arena. Alright, let's get out here and get some fleet payout. Let's look for our fleet payout, and then we're going to talk about a team or teams that I think everybody should be taking a look at right now. Based on the state of the game, what's coming next, where to put our resources. Let's get in here and fight for our arena placement. This is strange. I'm only number 8 today. The last few days I've been logging in and I'm like number 27. I'm so far down the list it's not even funny. But apparently we held okay overnight this time. We were not the victim. Alright. So we're going to try to play Profundity on 2 accounts virtually at the same time. So while I'm working over here, I'm also working on the Abtisio account to get placement. Actually, I'll wait because we've got a Raddus versus Raddus battle, and I don't know, some people might want to see that. So I could do a Raddus battle and show you kind of like what I do there, if that's of interest. What to do here? We got the breach on this tank, and they're not targeting the tank with anything, so kind of stuck behind Bosk here for days. We'll just keep doing our assist mechanics and getting ourselves further and further closer to the alt. Okay. I still like the assist on the Falcon here. I've played around with trying to get this Outrider to assist, and really seemed better to me, because each time the Falcon assists, it also calls an assist. Sometimes it calls the Outrider, and then you get another assist. It's I like the assist train better than going for damage. Alright, so here we go. Tantive away. His capital ship away. And then this is, this is us just putting it on auto, walking away, going over to play around with another account. Alright, so we can try this mirror match against a better version of the Profundity, right? He's got a 7-star Profundity. We've only got, I think we're still stuck at 5 stars on this account, on our Profundity. So, okay, never mind. He's got Biggs in the starting lineup. Yeah, this is pretty interesting. So he starts with Biggs and then pretty reliably calls in the pilotless ship as the first reinforcement, which is actually pretty nasty. We'll see how it all works out. All right, Biggs is down. We can start working on the Outrider now. As long as we keep our tank alive, the rest of it's pretty academic. When they get enough damage to take down your tank, then it starts getting dicey from there. Okay, brings in the Phantom, and then we bring in, wow, Millennium Falcon does not want to be on fire. He says, to heck with it. No fire for me, buddy. Okay. There they go. They're getting this tank killed. Ooh, so close. Alright. We got to get fire on everybody. See that? Now they bring in their tank. Okay, do this with the capital ship. And now we're going to be able to take our bomber, spread the fire again. Just try to keep these rebels down, make sure they can't assist and do all kinds of shenanigans. This is letting us get to our ult and preventing him from getting to his ult. And that really is the heart of this matchup, I think. Alright, let's get this Outrider out of here. And let's get this tank out of here. And in a lot of matchups, you don't really want to be working on the tank. That's like usually your least efficient option to be killing. But there's so much recovery in this team. We got to get this tank out of here while we got the fire on it. And that's it, right? We got lots of ships on the field. We're going to get our ult. He's not going to get his ult. And we should win. Should. I say should. Always leave room for surprises here. Alright, almost got his MILF dead. Killing the MILF. Okay. Put it on auto, just let go. It's fine. Tantive will go away. Next capital ship turn, I believe. Come on, you can do it. There it goes. Although it looks the same from both sides. So I don't know if any of you guys have had this with Executor or Profundity. Like the graphic for getting a capital ship destroyed is the same. So sometimes if you're in the mirror match, it's like, wait, was that him or me? Especially like an Executor where you're the same speed and you're doing the coin flip. That's always pretty annoying. What are your thoughts on Relic 8, Relic 9 non-requirement characters? I took my gas up to Relic 9 and people I've talked to seem confused why I would waste a Relic 9 on a non-requirement character. So Relic 8 on gas makes a huge difference. Relic 9 is typically defensive stats. So by putting Relic 9 in a gas, you've made him more tanky, which, if that's the goal, is to have like an uber tanky Anakin or Skywalker, then yeah, I mean, it's not a bad thing to do. The reason people complain about it or say something about it is because, like, you could have done Admiral Raddus for Profundity instead. And we talked recently in a stream about the idea of opportunity cost. When you do spend on one thing, then you can't spend on something else. So that's what people see, and right away they go, oh man, you put that Relic 9 on that character, you could have put it on JML, you could have put it on Raddus, you could have put it on somebody else. So that's it. Now, that said, is it a bad thing to have a Relic 9 gas? Makes gas that much better. So if gas, like, let's say you're still in the early game and gas is one of your best defenses in GAC, Relic 9 makes it that much harder to deal with. So it's not bad. Just probably isn't the character that a lot of other people would Relic 9 first. Now, you got to watch it, though, because there are a lot of characters where the defensive stats isn't really that useful. Like, let's say CLS, for example. You take him to Relic 8 for all the offense that you get off of Relic 8, but I don't know why you would ever go Relic 9 on a CLS, as an example, right? So that's it. If it's a character that's worth Relic 9, and it's not part of a journey, then it's just opportunity cost. It's just you've done it, it's useful, but there's something else that you could have done instead. And that's what you got to think about. All right, clean up all that energy use. And we'll go do the same on the Loquitur account. So try to build a little drama here. What team is it that you guys think I'm going to talk about? What teams do you think in the current environment everybody needs to keep an eye out for and start working on? What do you all think fits that description? Because there's a lot of streamers out there right now that, man, I've seen so many videos titled "Build this team right now," or don't wait, don't sleep on this team, don't delay. And if you watch all those videos, there's like 18 different teams that you need, according to everybody, right? Like you need the Zori Bliss team, you need the Ewoks, you need all this stuff that people are saying that you got to get right now. So I have my opinion, but it's an opinion that's based on the current game state. All right, what are we getting here? We got to go for data pads. We'll look for data pads. We'll buy that out of the shop. We need sickening amounts of data pads. All right. We'll farm up the mod energy. Use that up. All right. Captain Rex and fives. Seer, Ufu, Wookiees, Phoenix, Ugnaughts, Phoenix and Remnant. If you can do hard conquest farming, Seer and Cal is a really good idea. CLS does just about everything for me. BT Trainer says Cup. Man, why is Cup even a meme? I mean, I don't understand how Cup even stays meme worthy. That's like, Cup is so 2 years ago. That's a 2-year-old meme. Should be dead by now. Kill the meme. Kill the Cup meme. Let the Cup meme be over. Let it end. All right, let's go in here real quick and grab our placement for the day. Storm Pooper says Imperial Remnant. All right. So why Storm Pooper? Why do you think Imperial Remnant hits the list? When Dan Dulac said the same thing with Imperial Remnant. Why do you guys think that's hits the list? I'm curious. Replace Cup with who, though? Well, we can't replace Cup with Lobot because apparently Lobot's going to get a rework and be a legitimate character and be a requirement for Leia. So Lobot can't be the meme. So if we have to meme a character, who would we meme now? Let's see. Let's see, worst characters. SLKR trash meme. Beskar Gideon next conquest is the reason for Remnant. Imperial Remnant might be good in 4 months if you can unlock conquest tunes immediately. Still don't know anything about him. For the new raid, the new Gideon will probably be OP. Eth Koth. Yeah, Eth Koth could be... He could be meme-worthy, right? Isn't he the robot killer? Anti-droid specialist? Yeah, there we go. So we can start that as a meme, and we can say... You could say that with the... Afra teams coming up, and... some of the other droid teams. Who else has got droids on their team? He can counter CLS because CLS has 2 droids on the team. JTR, like everything with a droid just dies. He can solo Grievous teams. All right, you could probably make a meme out of Eth Koth. pretending somehow that he actually does anti-droid mechanics well and kills things. I'm a gonna die. I am a gonna die. Yeah, I'm a gonna die. That's an old meme though too. I'm a gonna die. I can tell you what he's gonna do because it's right in his name. I'm gonna die. He can sunder people though. Jedi Consular, Jedi Knight Guardian. She was good for a minute, right? Like back when JMK first came out, and you could just like give her the slowest mods in the game and put her under the immune to damage and just let the other team flail against her. Then Cat came out, and it was just not relevant anymore because you could just Cat the Guardian, and so that lasted like, you know, a couple months at the most. A lot of these Jedi are pretty bad. Kit Fisto. I used to use Kit Fisto for his leadership just for fun. The tenacity. Use that with Enfys Nest. Farm Boy Luke has better tenacity on his lead than Kit Fisto, but Kit Fisto gets you style points, right? In the Nest matchups, it's sometimes I used to need just like 5% more tenacity. Throw Kit Fisto in there for fun. All right. So let's go over to the teams. And Imperial Remnant, I think the raid teams get priority over a lot of stuff. I honestly think that if you aren't looking at these raid teams as part of your plan for the next 6 months, because what's going to happen is this raid's going to come out, and like the Jabba raid, they came out with all the teams that were going to work for Jabba. And I actually worked on a Mandalorian team intentionally. I had Maul, but I didn't really have a team to play Maul on. So I worked Maul into my rotation and got that team up and running for the Jabba raid ahead of time. And doing that, you know, gave me some participation in Jabba right up front. And then as we figured out what teams were better, that was good, right? So it was good to already have like 700,000 participation from my Mandalorian team. I think the same thing for this Leia raid. We don't know how it's going to work. We don't know that these characters are going to be good. But the Remnant characters especially, they're going to be good under... I can't imagine that Beskar Gideon's not going to be a good character. I want him to be good really, really badly. I want him very badly not to be a knee rocket Boba Fett. Let's hope that he's not at that level of mediocre. But let's say he comes out, he's a character like Maul or like Ben Solo, that in the right team and for the right reason, it's a really good team. So this Remnant right now, they're in the new raid. They're already part of good trooper teams. And with the new Gideon coming out, it just ties everything all together. So the Imperial Remnant, I think, specifically has to go to the top of your list. And, you know, I think going into the raid, with them announcing what works in the raid this far ahead of time, everybody should have 3 teams that are ready to go for the raid right from the start. You know, you'll have a team of rebels, and it doesn't have to be like a CLS team, but you have to have enough rebels to get in there, and you have to have enough troopers to get in there. And if somebody said that they had mentioned it was going to be 3-man squads in the raid, so if it's 3-man squads, then you need to have at least 5 or 6 teams ready to go. But there's no reason to be waiting for the raid to come out and wait to see how it turns out before you start building these characters, right? Stormtrooper, Shore Trooper, the Veers team is in there. than Rebels. So there's no reason not to be ready for it, guys. Be ready for it. C-3PO, Chewbacca, Han Solo, Lando, Wedge, they're all in there. So if you've built a Rebel Galactic Legend, you're going to have those kinds of characters. Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker's in there. So on the light side, if you've got that stuff, you'll have a team or two. But then on the dark side, man, build these troopers. Stormtrooper, Versio, Moff Gideon, Range, Magma, Death, Shore, Veers, and Stark. And Piet. They're all in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 Imperial troopers. So I think everything here, Iden, Range, Storm, Shore, Death, Veers, Piet, Stark, Scout, Gideon. They're all in that raid. Prioritize the remnant because we got to hope that this new Beskar Gideon's going to be insane, or at least good. The remnant are already good. They're already to the point where I feel like they just need a small push, and they'll be as good or better than the regular trooper team. And even though the troopers aren't quite as effective as they used to be, they're still a very relevant team in GAC. So yeah, I think everybody should take a look at this, think about the right characters to build for your account, which team you want to play, which would be fun for you, and build troopers. Make sure you got your rebels, make sure you got your troopers. But if you got like a rebel team and 2 trooper teams, or even better yet, 2 rebel teams and 2 trooper teams. The Ewoks, I don't know. It would be interesting and metagamey, right? If the Ewoks were actually one of the best in that raid. So you have this team of low-tech murder bears that shouldn't even be on speeder bikes, and they're the ones that get to be the best in the raid. That would be some kind of poetic justice, and maybe that'll be the case. But it certainly wasn't the case for Jawas in Crate Raid, where as soon as the raid came out, everybody had to build Jawas. So if you don't have an Ewok team, I think that's okay. But yeah, plan for 2 rebel teams and 2 trooper teams. And if you don't have troopers built, now is the time. So many reasons to build good trooper teams. I think Arnold has already done that with Eth Koth. Oh, he's already made a meme about Eth being a robot killer. Yeah. The memes have to come naturally. We can't force it. That's funny. Don't force the meme. You just gotta lean back and focus. Concentrate. There's nothing but the meme. There's nothing but the tree. Get a picture in your mind of the meme. There's nothing but the meme. If anybody gets that reference, I'm going to be impressed. Does anybody get that reference? Rabel might. Rabel's old enough to get that reference. If he's still listening. That's funny. I'm really happy that I've had a lot of the new raid characters already at Relics. That's great, Androzani. Was kind of hoping that Leia R2 JKL is a team. We'll just need Relic 8. Trench is pretty bad too. Spider-Man. Man-Spider. Yeah. Spider-Man. Dank Ideal says, I'm unlocking Maul tomorrow. I really don't have the gear for Mandos, but have Seer Omicron. On unlock, I could take him to Relic 9. Where should I stop? For Maul, I think Relic 8. When Maul takes his turn and goes crazy, that's good. If you were actually putting him into a Lord Vader team, then you might consider Relic 9. But I think Relic 9 Again, the defensive stats for Maul are not that big of a deal. So Relic 8 would be good. Relic 9 would go in the category of overkill. But hey, there ain't no party like an overkill party. You guys know it. All right. Ewoks are the only team I would wait on, says Andrzani. Yeah, exactly. Since it's 3v3, making trooper teams will be easy. Well, they said there was information in there that indicated each role would be doing something different. So it's very logical to think that like one healer support, one attacker, one tank might be needed for each race or whatever, the speeder thing. So with the troopers, you've got Stormtrooper and Shore Trooper that are both tanks. They're both remnant. They're both good to build. There's a bunch of troopers that are support, and there's a few troopers that are attackers. So as long as you build the remnant, then you're building Death Trooper, who's an attacker, 2 tanks. Gideon is support, and Dark Trooper is remnant, and it's an attacker. So the remnant, assuming that the new Beskar Gideon, if he's a support, then the 6 characters that are remnant would be 2 tanks, 2 supports, and 2 attackers. It'd be perfect for the raid, theoretically. I'm making the call. I'm guessing the Ewoks will be like Jawas. Tuskens were also useless below Relic 7 in the raid. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Waiting for the Gungan meta. Yeah, nice. Ewoks are the only team I would wait on. Their little legs can't reach the pedals. That's funny. I'm guessing Ewoks will be decent, but really as low investment teams probably won't scale. The best organic memes were the Barbenheimer memes. I did a Barbie and a Barbie and Oppenheimer meme in the Discord. I was playing around with the AI art generator, and I made like a pink stormtrooper, and I put a meme in there that some troopers went to Barbie and some went to Oppenheimer, and I posted like a trooper with a bunch of fire behind him, you know, looking all beat up, and then I posted one in like a Barbie looking outfit. I participated in the memeing. That's funny. Stormpooper says it sounds like Karate Kid. Dang, man, that's exactly what it is. It's Karate Kid in the first part of it where they're trimming the trees, and he's trying to teach him how to trim a bonsai tree, and he's like, "Close your eyes. There's nothing but the tree. Just focus on the tree." Yeah, that's exactly it, Stormpooper. Nice. Hey, that's a good question. Why don't people put Maul on a Seer team? Mostly because, well, I'm not building a Seer team. Ewoks are Swgoh's version of the Build-A-Bear franchise. Have you guys looked at the size of Nisa's head? Like, I don't know what's going on with this. Let's take them into a battle, right? Like, Nisa's head is as big as the bodies on the rest of the Ewoks, right? Like, if we go into a battle here and we pick Ewoks, so let's select the squad here. Oh, I don't think I have an Ewok squad pre-made. Let's clear this. Let's go find some Ewoks to throw. Right, here we go, Ewok team. And then we got to put the little pretty princess in there. All right, on the character select screen, doesn't look all that bad, right? Looks like kind of like a normal Ewok. But then you put her in the game. Look at the size of this melon, right? Like her Ewok, her head is as big as her body. Look, Chief Chirpa up here. You could fit 2 of his heads in there. Look, she's got monster melon going on. I don't know if that means that she's smarter than the average Ewok or what, but she got her some massive cranium. She's on HGH. She's got head swell from being on growth hormone. Wouldn't it be EGH though? Ewok growth hormone? I didn't think Dark Trooper was on the list. Death Trooper. Death Trooper's on the list. Dark Trooper's not. You're right. Dark Trooper's not part of the raid. But if you're building Remnant, you're definitely going to build Dark Trooper. All right. You're right. Dark Trooper's not on the list of raid characters. Fair enough. All right. Let's get in here and play some GAC on Optio. Ewoks are the opposite of Build-A-Bear. It's build as little as you can to unlock C-3PO Bear. Just called Ewok Elder Chief Chirpa. Cancel him now. Yeah, alright. Well, I guess I don't know my Ewoks. Alright. Let's take a look at Wyatt the Sith Smiter. See what kind of stats. 8 million. Alright. We fought an 8 million count on Loquitur. We're fighting an 8 million account on Optio. Galactic War Battles won 26,000, so we're looking at 6 years, going on 7. 6 years playing the game. He's got Executor, 6 stars. Negotiator, Malevolence stuff, no Profundity, no Leviathan. TIE Interceptor, no TIE Interceptor. Interesting. Oh, there it is. It's all the way up here because he's got Relic Inquisitors. Okay, fine. So if we see the Empire fleet on defense, we'll have to be careful. 5 Galactic Legends. Kenobi, Vader, Luke, Jabba, Sith Eternal. He's got Revans, Malak, Malgus, Grand Inquisitor. Does he have Third Sister yet? Let's take a look. No Third Sister. That's good. Don't have to deal with that nonsense. Alright, requirement characters, Padme stuff. Let's see. What in here is not requirement stuff? It's pretty much all just GL requirement characters here. Yeah. Wow. I really don't see anything beyond the Revans that are just requirement stuff. So he built Revans and then he's just building GLs for years. Enfys Nest, not Relic. Treya Gear 9. Oof. That feels like an undercommitment to a character with one of the best Omicrons in Grand Arena. Okay. No Nihilus. Tuskens. Cal Kestis, he's going after Jedi Knight Cal Kestis now, apparently. Okay, there you go. Let's look at mods. See what we're looking at here. If he's a collector or a player. 317, fastest non-GL character on Shock T. We've seen Shock T's up around 356. So that's not impressive. Rex is over 300, but 305 barely with a speed set. Mara Jade, the 300 club, 304 with a speed set. All right, so he's got some characters that are fast, but yeah. He's just got us on the ground in 15 different ways, right? 1 GL versus 5. So let's see if we can do something to bust through the top and get to fleets. That's our only hope. C-3PO just got a lot easier. Just take Wicket, Chirpa, and Nisa to their relic levels for Leia. And it's super easy. That's lovely. Nice. All right. Hey, y'all, get your lightsabers out. I see a lot of people in here haven't used their lightsaber and get that like button out of here. That entirely too much like button for my taste. All right, so we've got Palpatine on defense here, Lord Vader. And we've got some clones. We've got Mon Mothma. We got to figure out how to get through this Lord Vader team. So Lord Vader with Maul and the tank. I got Fennec on this account, but I don't have good characters to go with Fennec. We've just got Fennec and I think like gear 12 on Bosk and gear 11 or 10 or something on Grief Karga. So if we can get rid of the ads here, we can potentially come back with Fennec and kill Lord Vader with Fennec and the garbage bounty hunters. We have Kenobi down bottom. We're not going to beat Kenobi with anything. So that team's going to stand. We can Wampa this. We can Malgus with Talon and Marauder. We got to get an instant kill there probably. Without Darth Revan and Bastila, maybe the Triumvirate works here. What do we think about Triumvirate? And then here with slow mods, we can probably do Empire. So let's take a look at this. And let's mess around with Triumvirate. We're just going to experiment. I mean, if my opponent plays seriously, there's nothing we can do. But maybe, maybe we can out-Sith this without the Revan present. Let's see what we can get done here. Just for fun. First time on stream. Love your in-depth content. Thank you, Edwin. Appreciate that, man. I appreciate your viewership. As long as people are getting help, that's what we want, right? We just want new players to be able to get some help. Be able to start the game out efficiently so that they don't have to regret how they built their account. Reducing alt accounts by 60%. That's the goal. Nobody should have to go restart their account. Okay. Oh, ow. All right, Malgus. See you, man. Later, bro. Okay, so phase 1. Operation Remove Malgus complete. Marauder came over there and hit Nihilus. And the whole time he did it, I swear Malgus was sitting there going, no, 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 don't. Oh, why'd you do that, man? Marauder's like, I thought I was helping. I thought that's what you wanted. So with the Treya, when a character is reduced below 80% health or something like that, I think that's what it is. When they're reduced below 80% health, all their cooldowns are reset. So when Marauder came over there and hit Nihilus, it set his cooldown on the Annihilate ability, and we got to kill Malgus instantly. So that was good. We know all the teams we're going to face because we're not going to see the back wall. So we can Wampa this. Don't even need a datacron, just throw him in. That matchup is a Sith storm. You got me, man. I misread that at first. I was like, that is a, huh? Well played. Is a Sith storm. Rabel says use gas. We don't have gas on this account. Come on. This account's a year and a half old. I got nothing on this account. This account has very few things and stuff and junk. It's got Profundity, Jabba the Hutt, and I've tried to unlock G.A.S twice on it now, and I don't have enough relics on my characters to get G.A.S unlocked. So we've tried for G.A.S, but he's still not present. All right. Then bounty hunters. We can empire that team, but let's go up top and finish that off and come back down here and finish that bounty hunter team when we're through the top. If we get through the top. Okay. So here. How are we going to beat this team? Does CLS have enough damage? Does Luke? So I think we use Jedi Knight Luke here, because he cares less about dazes than some other teams do. So maybe we put Revan lead Luke, or if we put Luke lead, then we can stun. And maybe we even got to put Shaak Ti in this team instead of Jedi Knight Revan. Maybe the team looks like this instead, just to have relics in there. Because I don't think Revan's adding that much. He's just going to get killed in this team. He does have... He can cleanse, though, which is... Yeah, let's get in there. Let's use a datacron. Let's try real hard. Damage, health, protection. We just got to survive Maul going crazy. Once we survive Maul going crazy, then Jedi Knight Luke kills everything. So, if Maul goes crazy and kills Luke, then we're just done. Okay. So, here we go. We'll do that. Get some stuns off. We don't need the recovery, but I just want to kill this tank if I can. 4, 5. No, don't die, don't die. Oh, okay. Let's... we're going to stick to the Royal Guard and just try to get him out of here. Maul's about to go off again. It's inconvenient. Come on. Come on. Get this tank down. Okay. Gonna die to dots. Oh, ow. Ah, son of a gun. All right. Well, Fennec ain't going to go clean that up because we didn't get anything done. All right. So this is going to be relatively short. We're done in a hurry on this account. CLS here. Hit Mara Jade Troopers. Are we fast enough to do Troopers here? Let's take a look. And maybe we do Gideon instead. Let's take a look at his speeds. 288 on Thrawn. Mara Jade was like 311 or something, maybe 304. So we're well beyond that with our gear garbage characters, right? 285, so that's 305. Okay, never mind. I'm 1 speed faster than he is with this. Yikes. Alright, so we'll put Gideon in. What we'll do, we'll just drain turn meter here. Bring in the Dark Trooper. Should be able to get a kill on Palpatine right away. And once he's dead, we should be able to work our way through Mara Jade and Thrawn. Consider using Jedi Knight Luke, Hoda, and M. Man, my screen gets cut off nowadays. I can't see whatever you put there at the end. Let's just do this. I hate using that mass assist there, but I got to get a kill. Okay. And Thrawn will kick, but we don't care. Boom. JKL Hoda Mace against that Malgus. I don't know. The Sith, the Treya trick doesn't really work if they've got, you know, Darth Revan or Bastila Shan and stuff in that team. But against that version of the team, it feels pretty good. The Marauder came close to one-shotting my Nihilus, which was scary. But they handled the team pretty easily. Seemed fine to me. Yeah, let's do a datacron, not because we need to, but because we have it. We can. Hobnail says use it next time. It depends on a lot of things, right? I mean, when whatever your opponent has on defense, it dictates where the matchups are the best. So if I've got Jedi Knight Luke, for example, and they've got SLKR on defense, I'm always going to use the Jedi Knight Luke against the SLKR. So it's not always a tool that I have in my toolbox against Malgus. All right, Mon Mothra. Let's do this team. Same thing, we'll just put a datacron here because we can. Crit damage. Protection up at the start of the battle. Protection up at the start of the battle is going to protect our banners, so if they don't hit us hard enough, then we get to keep full banners. Stun wedge, or stun bigs. I'm actually going to use this basic. Oh my god, so much damage. That's too much damage. Mon Mothma team died in 2 hits. Okay, shame about that Lord Vader. Got to get Fennec up and running. The Fennec package. Okay, let's see. Empire here, I think, works. We're fast enough. I mean, we have better teams that we could use, right? We've got Raddus. Raddus is kind of a guarantee of full banners, right? Probably want to use that instead. Actually, it's not. Because if he uses the rocket on one of our characters and kills Cassian, for example, we don't get him back even when the ult goes off. Okay, so we've got a lot of teams. Let's just use the Empire team. That probably has the best chance of getting us full banners. I heard they're using Thrawn's picture as the poster art for Elon Musk. He does look like a blue Elon Musk. I can sign on. and agree to that. The blue Elon Musk. Blue Lon Thrawn. Apparently they've found him. He's communicating through space and time with people in our galaxy. So what do you guys think? The long ago in a galaxy far, far away, is it going to get changed so it's long time ago in a galaxy not that far away? Is that what we're going to get? Is it going to cross over into our universe with this new arc in Ahsoka? What do you guys think? Is that sacred? Or are we going to start galaxy matching? Curious what you guys think. Alright, we'll just do basics. Basic over here. Keep 2 characters. Man, this Embo. I realize my characters are only like gear 8 and 9, but still, that Embo seems tougher than necessary. Get a kickoff onto this Bosk. Just gonna put it in auto and let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold back my empire anymore. Lord Vader with Darth Vader killed my Fennec yesterday. Had to go back in and solo him with JML. Don't think it's very reliable in 3s. Have to improve my bounty hunter mods though. Yeah. If you can win 80% of the time and beat a GL with a non-GL, it's still worth building, right? Alright, so my opponent played 1 match. He came in here. He beat up on one of my teams. And then he just walked away. So I assume that he'll be back to clear a couple of zones and win this battle. All he has to do is clear 1 zone and he wins. So I assume this is going to be a loss on Apticio. It's going to be close on Loquitur. If he can beat my Jabba, he'll win. If he can't beat my Jabba, then I'll be on a 5-win streak with Loquitur. Let's hope that that's the case. I'd rather be on a 5-win streak than be 4-1. That would justify the fact that in a galaxy far, far away, they've been using human names like Luke. Anything past ROTS is fan fiction anywhere. Anyway, might not be. Some people want credit for playing the round. Yeah, so you don't know, right? You don't know if your opponents are done or if they're tacticians and they're just going to wait and come back later. But I don't want to, get my hopes up. All right, so that's it. It's going to wrap up the GACs for today. I think we did about as well as we could. Like I said, pretty happy with where we're at on the Loquitur matchup, and we'll see how that turns out. Alrighty, y'all, we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you all for coming to hang out. Appreciate you, and get to work immediately. Take a look at those Imperial Remnant. Really think about building that set of characters. The new character's a part of Leia anyway, so you want that character. Gideon is one of the best characters in the game for a bunch of different things already. He's like one of the most plug-and-play characters in the game. The 2 tank characters are fantastic. Shore Trooper is a pre-taunt tank. Even if you're not using him in a trooper team, you can throw him in somewhere as a tank. So it's a fantastic set of characters to get into your account. It's relevant to the raid. Think about it. Think about it, y'all. Think about building those characters up and having them ready to go before the raid comes out. Thank you all for watching. Remember to hit that like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe if you want to watch more stuff like this in the future. Use the notification bell so you know when I'm online in the future. And join us over on Discord. The link is in the description of the holocron down below. Just click on that. Come on over. Join our Discord. 96% less toxic than the normal Discord. Just hang out. Have a good time. Chat with people. Learn a lot about the game. There's an Ask Loquitur channel. You can ask me questions directly, and I'll try to help you out. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next holocron.